Now, big news coming in, and this while is sports news, but also as much politics into it. India-Pakistan cricket war has escalated. More Pakistan cricketers are now demanding to pull out of the World Cup, which is scheduled in India next year. And Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur has made a big statement over this controversy. Anurag Thakur has asserted 2023 World Cup will be held in India, and it will be a grand and a historic one. Teams across the world will participate in the World Cup because India's contribution to international cricket cannot be denied. But this statement comes specifically after former Pakistan cricketer Kamran Akmal has demanded to boycott the upcoming match, which is on Sunday, between India and Pakistan. That's the T20 World Cup in Australia. But it was the Pakistan Cricket Board, remember, that had also threatened to pull out of the World Cup next year.
BCCI का विषय है, BCCI इस पर टिप्पणी करेगा। भारत तो खेलों की एक ऐसी भूमि है जहां एक नहीं कई विश्व कप का आयोजन किया गया। अगले साल विश्व कप भी होगा और दुनिया भर की टीमें भी खेलेंगी, क्योंकि भारत को आज कोई किसी क्षेत्र में नकार नहीं सकता। भारत के यहां पर खेलों को और विशेष तौर पर क्रिकेट जगत भारत के अलावा क्या है। भारत का एक बहुत बड़ा योगदान है क्रिकेट जगत में, और क्रिकेट का आयोजन विश्व कप का भारत में भव्य भी होगा, ऐतिहासिक भी होगा।
Let's now bring in India Today's consulting editor Nikhil Naz into this telecast. Nikhil, how do you see this now going? A big match coming up on Sunday, politics already starting. But you tell us, because there is no secret about which match is going to be scheduled where. So how does this politics and the threatening calls of boycott around it will lead us to?
Pooja, it seems to have developed into a trend. Right before a big India-Pakistan encounter, we do hear some sort of noises when it comes to, relations between the two countries and whether they should continue playing cricket. I remember last time around, exactly a year ago at the T20 World Cup, there were a few discussions over whether India should be playing Pakistan, even if it is a multinational tournament like the World Cup. Right now, I'm coming to you live from Melbourne. It's close to 10 p.m. here, and we're just a few hours away from that big encounter, India-Pakistan, which is being dubbed as probably the most watched encounter in the history of cricket. But as far as the two teams are concerned, they just arrived here in Melbourne early this evening, and what we're getting to hear from the two camps, there isn't too much of a concern when it comes to these noises that have been made from outside the cricket field. Now remember, you're talking about a few former cricketers from Pakistan that have called for boycott of relations, but I think even the two teams or the managements of the two teams understand that this is sort of opinions that are coming from people that don't have any skin in the game. Basically, people on the periphery. They're not the decision makers as to decide who is going to be playing where and at what time. So as things stand right now, this match is all go that you're going to be seeing on Sunday. But when it comes to, future India-Pakistan tour, I think we're confusing a few tournaments. Now, Asia Cup since 2008 hasn't happened in either India or in Pakistan, and that's primarily because both countries don't really want to be playing each other on each other's home turf. So what you've done with something like an Asia Cup, which is not as important as a World Cup or a Champions Trophy, we've had them being organized in neutral venues, whether it happens in Sri Lanka, whether it happens in the UAE. So all India has said at the moment is that we cannot be traveling to Pakistan for the Asia Cup. I think a bit much has been made of it. Pakistan is to be scheduled to be hosting the Champions Trophy in 2025. That's an ICC tournament, and I don't think India is going to pull out of that.